And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, that highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the air, it's Iamaleava. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's 1st down time in Tennessee.
1st down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Going to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
you definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to get the corner. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
With jet sweep pass. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Snags it quickly on the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking for space. It's Marks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Now, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Leaves it with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Back to the ground with the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Vols will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Looking to go up top on first down. It falls in. Final play of the period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's able to shed one tackle and get some pretty good pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans are marching down the field. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They go to the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Using his legs, it's Sampson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. Oh, look out! At the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown ball!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Handoff to the single back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Wide open downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got a look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Marks. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes the grab and he's dragged down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Flushed out of the pocket. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, USC.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offensive end with a chance to salt this away here in the 2nd half.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Going for second down, but third down's coming up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll run it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Marks. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, just keeps firing. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They're trying to get to him. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the third. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Vols headed quickly to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tennessee 31, USC 13.
Trying to pick up a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
It'll be a run on third and short.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Moving out of the pocket. He's right on target. Tripped up for the tackle.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense... Lock in.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? The Trojans just can't get off the field.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll go to the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And the pummeling has started. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
13.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Here we go. Set. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of containing by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, USC. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
Number 91.
Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. And, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coach...
He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He fires one deep over the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Running it back, it's Branch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Looking to move it through the air. Dances away from the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll try to get it in with a run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Tackle is made after the first down.
at the 14-yard line. And
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play.
Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it from the gun. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Aller. Using the quick game. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Obliterates him, still on the move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Off he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Discards a man. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Colin.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Howard. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on 3rd down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. A big game there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Snags it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Scanning the field, it's Allard. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the 1st down.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
The give to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell out.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Back to throw. It's out. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's going to pass. The sure hands. It's Fleming. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. They're going back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. The snap sets up the throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. You can't let our serve get broken.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. At the 45, on his way. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Dropping back, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. It's complete. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
On the move, it's Judkins.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Buckeyes will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Power football with the run. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're not into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Nittany Lions will take over 1st and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3.
And after 3, we're all tied up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Going with the ground game left. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not a chance. Missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
At the 35, he's loose. And he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this 1st down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Try to get it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They keep pushing forward now. Back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Aller. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I love how this defense can cover space really quickly, especially in their own red zone where the windows are smaller to throw into. You saw the speed there, closing in, making the hit, and now setting up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Takes a handoff. It's Singleton.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Allard. On target to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Floating away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.